Hey fellow theatre builders, part 2 of the video of the Griffin Cinema theatre build. Standing here in the very dusty side of the bar after we spent a lot of time working on the drywall and building everything out this past week. And man, oh man, is it ever dusty. But I'm just going to wait until we get to the end of this taping and mudding phase before I go ahead and clean this up, because we're getting pretty close. I've had my tape guy in here today, so let's take a walk around in here. Not great light, but you can see quite a transformation from the last time I did a video. It took us about 4 days to hang all the sheetrock in here, and man, oh man, double 5/8 on a ceiling, that is not fun. That is not fun at all. But we muscled through and we got it done. As you can see, if you remember from the last video, there was actually a whole door here leading to the outside. I left that open for as long as I possibly could, because it just made getting materials in and out a lot easier in that initial construction phase. But as I got to last day on the construction and the drywall, obviously it was time to slam in that last joist, get the insulation in, and get the double drywall on. So just take a look in here. Just we're in our little AV closet here. Air duct there. Got our outlets in, our fan switches, all my speakers coming in there, my speaker cables, and yeah, we're gonna do hard corners on all this, because this is just going to be a walk-in, and then again hard corners obviously all the way through along the edges of the stage and the screen area. So after making the final measurements between the screen and the projector housing over there, from almost the front of the screen area all the way over here to the front of this box, we're at about 12.5 feet. Now if I end up going with, now this box is actually about 14 inches deep, so obviously that gives us a pretty decent amount of room to house the projector. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build out some extra cabinetry around this so that we have a quiet box around the projector. But obviously I just wanted to use as much of that depth there as I could to push that projector as far back, because I couldn't get the whole main wall back that far. If you saw the last video, I talked about that. So if we're using a larger projector like the NX7, that's probably going to sit, the lens is probably going to sit a good sort of 8 inches or so, or maybe even 10 inches or so out here. And if I want to get my 120 inch 16 by 9 throw, then I'm going to have to be at about 12 or 13 feet. So I'm going to have to come back sort of midway through this space. So that does leave me somewhere in the region of about 20 inches between the screen and the wall. So if I do decide to go AT, then if I can get speakers that are okay with being backed right up against that wall, then I can still pull it off. But it is tight back there. I still haven't made that decision yet of whether to go AT and get all the speakers behind the screen. I do have enough space either side of a 120 inch or even maybe a 130 inch screen to be able to put speakers on the side of it. I'll have a small stage built across there with the AC coming through. And again, that would give me enough space to place a speaker center bottom of the screen and have that firing slightly up at the main listening position. So lots of decisions to be made on that. But overall, the guy who did all the taping and mudding, he turned up at 9 o'clock this morning, and in 4 hours He did a great job of getting the first layer of tape and mud on all of this. So I'm pretty happy with it, the way it's coming along. But yeah, what a transformation. Going from insulated frame to fully hung double drywall. Let's just get a little look here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how thick that is. Love it. Love it, love it. And then outside in the bar area here, still obviously looking pretty messy. All my tools and everything. But I am certainly looking forward to getting this wall finished up, painted, and getting that door in, because that means I can actually go ahead and finish the rest of this room then. Can start bringing in my pinball machines, planning to get a couch in this area here. Movie sign, which is living over there, is going to go up on this wall, and that's what that recessed AC outlet is going to be for. It's going to power that sign. Pinball machine power there, and then in the future I'm planning to build some kind of marquee up over the door, so that's why I have a power outlet up there too. Alright, so that's where we're at so far. Hopefully by the end of this week then I'll be fully mudded, sanded, and all of this room will be painted. I'm going to go with the brown that you see right down there. I'm going to be repeating that all over this side of the room. And then in the thread, you guys have already seen the visual that I put together, where I'm going to do sort of a muted burgundy here with like a brick panel all the way up to about 36 inches, maybe 40 inches across here. And then hopefully that will be this room sort of decorated and finished. The other thing as well that my tape guy is doing is he is actually going to paint the entire interior of this. We're going to spray it. So I'm going to put down an eggshell black all over the room, top to bottom, ceiling, everything. That probably will not be the actual final color of most of the theater, but I wanted to get it down as a blank template, really, because I'm still making a lot of decisions about wall treatments, colors, that kind of stuff. But I know I want the ceiling to be black. If I decide to just leave it the way it is, because it is at 9 feet right now, which from a sound standpoint is a good height. I'm not sure if I want to put in a drop ceiling at about 6 inches down from the top, so I can get something that's a lot more sort of aesthetically, structurally pleasing than just a black blank ceiling. So again, plenty of decisions to be made. This is going to be the little snack area in here, by the way. I don't know, might put some cupboards at the top there. We're going to have a counter just across here. Got some power for it. So in here you get your snacks, your little hot dog maker, mini popcorn machine, just bits and pieces. And both of those walk-ins are obviously hidden behind these walls so that they don't distract the viewers when they're watching the movies. All right, I've rabbled on long enough. Thanks for following this, and watch for more updates in the thread.